Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today is the What Would You Make challenge. I love this challenge and I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. We are also starting to transition into fall DIYs. I'm not ready for the weather yet, but I am ready for the fall DIYs and I'm really excited. So before we get on with the video, I just want to welcome you. If you're new here, my name is Brenda and this is my Sleepy Oliver, as he's been named. And if you're returning, you know we love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, DIY number one. So I'm going to take one of these big pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. It was $4.99 plus 40% off. And I am going to trace out a section. I think it's about 4.5 inches wide. I'm using my square ruler here and I'm just going to make my lines. And that just helps me make them straight. And then once I had that done, I'm going to paint the middle section as well as the stem with Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. I'm going to paint the top and bottom of the pumpkin as well as this welcome sign from Hobby Lobby with Waverly chalk paint in the color ocean. Once they were all dry, I took this fan brush and I took Waverly chalk paint in the color truffle, and I'm going to go over the stem. Now I wanted to have it look kind of like lines and crevices like you would see on a normal stem of a pumpkin. This wasn't giving me the look I was going for, so I'm like, let's see. And so I took my hazelnut, I didn't clean off my brush, and I just started going over, and this was making it look the way I was picturing it in my mind. Now I have seen other people paint and then use like their Cricut tool or an X-Acto knife to create like scratches in it to make it give you that appearance, and that looks good too, and you could always try that. Then I took these rub-on transfers from Dixie Belle. Kathy Joe showed me these earlier this summer, so I, of course, went ahead and ordered some. And I'm just going to lay 3 of them down the bottom part of my pumpkin, and I am just going to rub and then pull up that top sheet and keep rubbing. If it starts pulling up some of the transfer, then I just kind of lay it back down and rub again until it doesn't pull up anymore and stays on my pumpkin. And then as you can see, I have a little extra that hangs off the edge. I just cut that with some scissors once I'm all done. And these are so pretty. And I know I've said this before in previous years, I love sunflower and denim look or sunflower and blue. So I decided to do that as a transition video for fall, and I just love these. So I use my wood glue and hot glue here on the back of my welcome sign, and then I'm going to glue that right into the middle of my pumpkin. And once I was done with that, I took some of this beautiful jute ribbon. I don't know what you really call it, but that's what I call it. I get this from Amazon. I do have it in my Amazon store. I love using this stuff. I love the way it looks on things, and so I use it often. But I added a little dab of hot glue to the end and added my ribbon to it. And then I'm using my Type Bond Quick and Thick Multi-Purpose Glue here. And I'm just going to along that line where the plaster and ocean colors meet, and then I'm just going to add a little dab of hot glue at the end again and lay that in place because it really only takes maybe 10 minutes for this to set. I love this Type Bond glue. Then I trim off the bottom of these sunflowers that I got from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to use some Type Bond around it as well as some hot glue and glue those in the top part of my pumpkin. And then once I have those all in place, I'm just going to add my hanger back in place and the hanger that came off of it. And there it is. I love how this is. The only thing I don't like is the way that hanger is. It does hang a little crooked. It drives me nuts. But anyways, I love this one. You have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, today is the What Would You Make challenge. I host this on the 4th Sunday of every month with my friend Christine from DIY Craftaholic, and we create everything using wood for this challenge. And our guest host this month is the amazing Barbara with Country Lily DIY Decor. If you're not familiar with her, which I am sure you are, she is amazing. She makes the most beautiful stuff. I've loved watching her since I first started learning about crafting on YouTube, and she was one of the first people I started watching, and she is amazing. So make sure you check out her channel, subscribe to her if you haven't already. You won't be disappointed, as well as with Christine. I will have links to them and the playlist in my description box below. Okay, so for DIY number 2, I'm taking 2 of these smaller wood planks from Dollar Tree. I'm filling up the holes with some spackling from Dollar Tree as well. And then I am taking a ruler here and I am marking, I wish I would have wrote down the measurements. I think it was around 2.5 inches. I marked my lines. I'm going to use my painter's tape and go around those lines here, just like you see me doing. And I did that on both of them. And then after I had that done, I decided to go ahead and take 3 tumbling tower blocks, and I'm going to glue them end to end using my Titebond multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to make 2 sets of those. Now, the reason why I'm doing this in between all my painting is I want to paint these, and I wanted to have a few minutes for those, for the glue to set before I painted. So then I went, and I think this was about the same amount on the top. I think it was about 2.5 inches. If you recreate this, just kind of make it your own, do whatever looks right to you. But I think it was about 2.5 inches that I did. Now I'm going to paint the top part with those 2 sets of tumbling tower blocks and 4 single tumbling tower blocks with my Waverly chalk paint in the color ink. I'm going to paint the middle of this with Waverly chalk paint in the color hazelnut. And then, sorry about the lighting, guys, this was at night and it was a little darker, but I painted the bottom part of that with Waverly chalk paint in the color maize. I'm going to take some fabric from Dollar Tree. I'm going to add some Mod Podge to the yellow part on just one of these. And I'm going to add that material or that fabric, and then I'll cover it again with some more Mod Podge. Now, if you aren't sure what we're making, we are making some scarecrows. Now, I got this inspiration from Pinterest. I saw some of these on Pinterest and they just thought they were so adorable, and I wanted to try and recreate them. And I just love how these came out. So after I had that one on, just the one, because we're going to make a male and a female, I took 4 tumbling tower blocks and painted them with my maize color. And then on 2 of them, I'm just adding some more of that fabric onto the front side using the Mod Podge, lay the fabric down, and then I'll go over it again with some more Mod Podge just to protect it. Let's see. After that, I am going to take my ruler here again, and I am going to mark out some lines. I want to make some overalls on them, and I'm going to paint the overalls on. And so here I am I think I went down about an inch. Yeah, it was an inch down. It was about 1/4 of an inch inward. But I will say when I do paint it, I do make those lines a little thicker because I felt like they were too thin. So once I have, and I'm just doing this just to give myself a guideline when I'm painting. So once I had my marks all on there, I took my small paintbrush here, and and I have this sped up quite a bit, you guys. This is how slow I'm painting because I want to make sure I don't go over those lines. And I'm just trying to gently go right over the line, or I should say on the line and below. I was trying not to go above the line. So once I had that part all painted in, then I took my big paintbrush and I just painted all the rest of it. And I did this on the front and the back of both of them, even painting over the fabric. Okay. After I was done, I took the girl one and I took some more of that fabric. I had some pinking shears that I cut the edges with. And then I pulled up some of the fabric and folded over to make pleats, and then just put a little dab of hot glue and glued that pleat in place. Then I'm going to cover it with some more of that, or with some of the rickrack. After that, I took some hot glue and I'm gluing, these are the arms. I'm just gluing them to the side. I'm not sure how steady this is going to be. I was trying to think of a way of strengthening it in the back, but I might have to figure that out later. I'm going to add some more of that rickrack up to the top part of my overalls for the female. Then I'm going to make her face, and I am just going to make some circles here, and I'm going to paint them all in. And once I have that painted in, I'm going to make a smile, make a little cheek lines there, and then just smile. And then I'm going to make a triangle nose. And then I'm going to paint in that triangle nose. I also made some stitch marks along the nose and the mouth with my pin. Then I added some white dots to the eyes, and then I'm going to take some buttons. I'm going to glue them to the overalls. I'm going to use my Tite Bond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue and some hot glue to glue the brim of the hat on. And once I did that, I was like, oh no, I forgot to add the hair. So I did have to carefully add some hair. I'll show you kind of how I did it with the guy, so that you can do it right if you recreate these. I added a few more patches and buttons to the female, and then I'm going to color the eyes in a little differently for the male. Now, I had the picture from Pinterest up on my laptop because when it comes to painting faces or drawing anything like that, I can't do it on my own. I always have to copy something, just because I'm not imaginative now. Maybe as I do this more, I'll get better. But that's what I was doing. So I also made some pocket marks and just stuff to make it look more like pants, like there's a slit in the legs. I took some of that hula skirts from Dollar Tree. I cut some small pieces using my hot glue. I'm gluing them to where the black and the brown meet. And then I'm just going to use the same multi-purpose glue and hot glue to glue the brim over that. And then I just trimmed the bangs. I'm going to add some more of that hula skirt to the back of the arms and then also to the back part of the body here. And then after that, I took some black little blocks that I painted black, and I'm gluing them to the back of my guy. Well, I did this to both the guy and the girl, and then glued them to the tumbling tower blocks with the hay looking stuff coming out the front. Then I decided, okay, he's wearing denim. We've got to have some stitch marks, right? But anyways, I love denim and sunflowers. And so I thought, okay, I got to make this look a little more like denim. And I made stitch lines, and I absolutely love these. I think these are so stinking adorable. You have to let me know what you think about these in the comment box below. Okay, guys, real quick, I just want to once again thank all of you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys so very much. You guys just mean the world to me. And of course, there would not be a Rustic and Lace DIY if it wasn't for all of you. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much. And Oliver, thanks you too. And then again, if you're here and you're new and you're enjoying today's video, and if you like home decor on a budget, then I invite you to hit that red subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family, and then let me know in the comment box that you're new. I love to get to know you as well. And make sure you guys remember to give me that thumbs up and comment and all that fun stuff. So with all that, I think we should continue on with the video. Okay, DIY number 3. So I'm going to take this 14-inch wood round from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to use Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint in the color Summer Porch, I believe is the name of it. Once it was painted, I'd painted both sides. I'm going to take some denim fabric that I got from Hobby Lobby. I am going to take a black Sharpie and I'm just tracing it out just like you see. And then I'm going to cut it out. After it was all cut out, I took my Tite Bond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue, and I am going to glue my cutout denim right to it, just along the edge. I'm not gluing the top part of it. After that, I did lay it down a little lower than what I had trimmed it out for, which was fine because I didn't want it as high. So I'm just trimming off the excess denim there. Then I'm going to take my Tite Bond glue here, and I'm going to go all along the top part of my denim. I'm going to lay that ribbon right across it, and I'm going to make sure that it's not going through my denim because I did not want the top part of this to be glued to my wood round. Then I took my Tite Bond again, and I'm going all around the edge with some more of that ribbon. You guys, I absolutely love the way this came out. I took some more of these. These are little sunflowers from Hobby Lobby, and they come in a pack. I don't know how many, but there's quite a few in a pack. They're a good little deal. I added my Tite Bond to glue them along the edge there, and then I took this faux leather thankful word from Hobby Lobby as well. This is pretty much a Hobby Lobby DIY. I'm using my Tite Bond to glue it to the front, and then I just added a few little sunflowers to each side. Then I took some sunflowers from Dollar Tree, my grandson's little hand there. And I also have some These are, I believe, from Dollar Tree as well. And then I have some smaller ones that came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to add them all in. And then I had some pampas grass as well. Oh, I guess, yeah, those are the ones from Hobby Lobby. Pampas grass, this came from not Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree last year. And I'm going to add those to the back of them. And then after I got it all in there, I'm like, oh, shoot, I forgot to add hanger line or hanger marks or hangers. Oh, I can't even talk. And that's so I used my big mouth crocodile to make the holes, added a twine hanger, and there it is. You guys, I love this so much. I think it is so pretty. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well in the comment box below. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And Renee, she has been busy. She's been camping and crafting and doing all kinds of stuff. I love them, Renee. And then Kathy, she made these beautiful pieces. Thank you so much for sharing, Kathy. And then we have Peg, who made these pizza pan wreaths, and I love them, Peg. They are beautiful. Thank you so much, ladies. And if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed in there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. DIY number 4. I'm going to take 4 of these wood blocks. You guys, I cleaned out some of my stuff the other day and I found all these blocks. I'm like, I didn't even know I had all these. But anyways, I painted them with Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean. And then once they were dry, I took my little finger sander and I'm just sanding all the edges. I even made a few sand marks through it to just kind of give it a more of a denim look. And once I had each of them sanded and wiped off, I took some of that fabric that I used earlier and I'm just going to cut some strips. I'm using my pinking shears to make them just have a little more of a decorative edge. And I cut out 4 times 4, 16, 16 of those. And then on each side of the blocks, I added some Mod Podge, and then I'm going to add my fabric and then go over it again with some more Mod Podge. And I didn't do the bottom or the tops. I just went along all the sides. And once I have all of them covered, which should be any moment now, I am going to take some of these letters from Hobby Lobby as well. And I put them on the back of some painter's tape to hold them in place. And then I'm just painting them with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Ocean. Once they were all painted and dried, then I am going to take them and I'm going to take my wood glue and my hot glue. I'm going to attach those blocks together on top of each other. So I'm just going to use my hot glue here. And I'm going to add another one there. And then I'm just going to do that all the way up till they're all attached. Then I took my letters and my Titebond Quick and Thick multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to glue on my letters. I'm just going to glue them in place. Now, I'm just so that you know, I have found that this is one of the few glues that I have found that works on top of Mod Podge. Just an FYI. Once I was done, I decided I want some stitch lines on these letters. So I took my white paint marker and I just went around each one of them with some stitch marks. Then I just took some of these small sunflowers. I'm not sure where they came from, if they were a Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to add them in place. I think they're 2 different ones. I think they might be, one might be from Dollar Tree and one might be from Hobby Lobby. I don't know. Anyways, they were in my stash, so I just went ahead and glued them on top. And that's all there is for this one. It's super easy. And I just think it is so cute. And it's just a fun little piece to, oh no, I forgot. I added a little bow, just made a shoestring bow, and I'm going to add that to the top. That's all there was for that. Again, I just think it's just a super easy little project. It's really fun to have sitting next to something on your shelves. And yeah, I love sunflowers. I love denim. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know. I just loved it. But anyways, I will have the final reveal coming right up. Again, make sure you check out Barbara's channel as well as Christine's and the playlist. Make sure you show them some love, subscribe, give them the thumbs up, comment, all that fun stuff. And I will be back again on the 1st for our actual fall start for DIY. So make sure you have your notification bell set for that. And with all that being said, you guys, I really hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.